I grew up in the Philippines within a Christian family. Grew up with my dad and my mom as pastors at church. In terms of relationship with God, I'm around 12 or 14 at that time. That's when it became real for me. And, that made me passionate about Him, but there's still something that is lacking, and that is a relationship. And I figured that I want to be loved. I want to feel something. And so that's when I kind of explored outside the church. I started working on this call center agency in the Philippines that was big back then. That's where I met my wife. During our training, we were part of this training group. We became girlfriends and boyfriends, so we entered into this relationship. One thing led to another, and I got her pregnant. It was outside marriage. We didn't want it. We didn't plan it. In terms of God, I was questioning Him, why? Why would you do that to me? You have control over my life, but why would you do that to me? And after that, I remember not talking to Him. Me and my girlfriend that time decided to get married. And then I got a call from my brother, who's in Canada, and he told me that there's an opportunity and if I'm interested. After a few months, I was told that I got the job, and I flew to Canada to work, and I had to leave my pregnant wife and my 2-year-old kid, and that was difficult. Well, first couple of months, I was staying with my brother, and I felt alone. And this is something that is different because I felt alone within a family of others. I was accepted to this job, and there will be times when I have to work from 7 in the morning till 10 in the evening. But I was told that if I kept on doing what I'm doing, if I'm doing my best, then I have to be a supervisor after that 3 months. Then I'll be able to process my paper and I'll be able to get my family over. But after 3 months, they told me, sorry, this is not working out. I had to be moved to this other position, and I had to show what I'm capable of again to get that paper that I want. And then that's when I thought maybe there's something that is missing. I knew for a fact that I have to go to a church. Then my brother told me that he used to go to this church called Church on 99 on 99th Street, and they moved to this new building. Might as well check it out. I remember stepping in to this big building that's a Celebration Church outside, and I went in and I saw the stage with this beautiful lights. It was so dark everywhere, but that stage was really, that it was really there, and the music was loud, and I pretty much liked it, but it was weird. It was so different from the church that I have in the Philippines. But right in the middle of a song, something inside me, and I believe it is the Holy Spirit that told me, you're home, you're here. I started next steps, and I've attended, and I was asked to fill up this form, and it's all good. But I still think about the first time I stepped in and I saw that stage and all these lights, and I said, I want to be a part of that. And so one Sunday led to another, and I met this guy, and he asked me if I'm a part of a group, if I'm part of volunteer. And I said, no, I'm not. Are you part of anything? And he said, yeah, I'm part of production. Let me get someone, and I want you to meet him. I met my leader, and he told me that there's opening, and he wants me to start. And that's when I started at production. I started production as part of a team, but I felt the passion inside it. And that's the first time within that 3-month period that I was in Canada that I felt that I was part of something. I started to not feel alone. I started to actually look forward to each and every Sunday, because I know everything that I've been working towards all throughout the week, I have something to look forward to. I have some people that I would tell them how my week was, and I would ask them, would be interested in how their week has been. It changed the way that it changed my relationship with God so much when I started serving. I felt closer to Him. I felt like He's doing something inside of me every time that I enter that production room. Right after I got accepted as part of production team, that was when something happened at work, and I became basically a supervisor of the department that wasn't really existing before me. I felt like production is my way of saying thanks to him every single week, and that even if I'm alone in real life all throughout the week, that this is the time wherein I am not alone. 5 years after being away from my real family, I found out that I had a chance to actually bring them over. The family that I was part of for that 5 years, my family is part of that now. Whatever happens to our family going forward, we'll be able to say that we're not alone. We'll be able to say that things are gonna be all right because God is with us. And if you're part of a volunteer team, be open. Don't be afraid to tell them how you're doing, because you matter. And you could have a real family and real friends within your volunteer team. That is like having a family within a family.